Good morning, Futures family and Top Step team. It is time for the market prep. Monday, July the 3rd. As always, our focus here is on seeking accurate context, good risk management, and remaining patient in our trading. My name is John Hoagland. Thank you for trusting me with your time. We hope you had a nice weekend. Pretty quiet weekend. Nothing really new going on around here. But we will be having Michael Patak on Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. here to talk about the changes and hopefully answer any of the questions that you have. I'm not going to address too much of that now. We try and keep the market prep very market focused, and we'll take a look at these markets and see if there's any context or opportunities that we're noticing here first thing this morning. But again, remember that most of these markets are closing early today. There's probably going to be some limited participation, in other words, low volume and low liquidity for the next couple of days. Of course, we know that tomorrow is July the 4th, Independence Day weekend. Markets will be closed. They will reopen tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. Central Time. And I'm planning on really doing a lot of other things in the next couple of days. So hopefully, if we can find a couple of opportunities this morning to take a little profit, that would be a good thing, as always is. But again, keep your expectations reasonable for the next couple of days. As far as economic numbers this morning, at 8:45, we've got the PMI manufacturing final, probably not going to be all that impactful, but 9 a.m. Central, we got the ISM manufacturing index and construction spending. As far as the rest of the week, we know that there is absolutely nothing to do tomorrow. On Wednesday, there's the beginning of an OPEC meeting, and that goes for 2 days. We've got factory orders at 9 a.m., I should say, on Wednesday the 5th, and the FOMC minutes come out. So we'll have some things to focus on Wednesday other than the 9 o'clock session with CEO, founder Michael Patak. Thursday, the OPEC meeting finishes. We've got ADP employment. We've got jobless claims as usual. Looks like we'll have the petroleum status report on Thursday due to the holiday. As usual, they push it back a day. We also have PMI, ISM services, and job opens and labor turnovers on Thursday, and then Friday, the biggie, the employment situation. So we'll see what kind of percentage of unemployment that there is, any employment changes. It'd be a good day to be around on Friday to see how that plays out. We know that we'll probably be pretty hungry for new information by the time we get to Friday's numbers. We do get some hints on Thursday again with the ADP employment report, jobless claims, all of that coming out on Thursday. So be ready for the week. Be ready to hurry up and wait for this week. I probably won't be doing anything until Wednesday's session with the holiday. Oh yes, yeah. I got to share the screen here. Sorry about that. Forgot about that this morning. It's been a crazy kind of day, but that's all right. That's how it all goes. Make sure that you hit the lucky like button, share, comment, question, feedback, heckling, and love are always welcome here on the Market Prep. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You get notified when we do go live. The VIX up slightly this morning at 1381. It was 1352 this time on Friday. Dollar index 103.09. It was 103.17 this time on Friday. And the yield on the 10-year 3.85%, where it was 3.82 4% on Friday. So no major changes as far as that stuff is concerned. It's good to see everybody this morning. As always, thanks for joining me. I know it's kind of a holiday week and holiday day today. A lot of folks taking time off, and it's not a bad idea. I will probably be taking a little bit of time off this week. This will be the last presentation until Wednesday morning's market prep, and then of course we'll have Michael speaking at 9 o'clock on Wednesday, and that's going to be it. We're not going to have group coaching or make Hogue money at all this week. Taking a little bit of time to take care of some other requirements, I guess, on Wednesday and Thursday. So we will be having the prep, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but that's it. No make Hogue money, no group coaching. So we'll resume those next week. And again, I always look forward to spending that time with all of you. Rooster is the first one in the room winning the prize this morning. Scott saw, and he conquered. Theo, good morning. Futures trading today. Good morning. Pete, Matthew, DeBear goes long. Sarah Hall, prayers and love to you as always. Trading like a bot. Good morning. Denise, Naztic, Anissa, good to see you. Caprice, Kaylee, PBJ. A lot of folks, yes, are in the trading combine from different platforms. Most I think popular platforms, PB and J here, are Ninja Trader and the TS Trader or Tradeovate platform. Anderson, good morning. Rusty Golfer, Travis, good morning. Grounds Hero, Todd, Phil, Crypto, Gizem, good morning. Jay, Chai T, Linda, good to see everybody. If you're new to the market prep, we're glad that you're here. Our goal really at Top Step is for your success. And we are looking at, we've made some changes. These changes have been requested by all of you. And we hope that you're going to find them very useful, helpful, and good. We know we can't please everybody, but we do our best. And we, again, are doing everything we can to look forward to your success. So on that note, speaking of success, let's see if we can't find anything on these charts. This is the daily in the S&Ps. We know that we've had what I would call kind of a bull flag that we broke out of last week. We had some continuation on Friday, but unfortunately, being a Friday before a big holiday, I don't think we're seeing really good information. We lost about 1,200 in open interest on this push to the upside, which would indicate probably some short covering, preparing for the long weekend and the holiday. So we didn't really get really good information as far as the quality of the upside auction that occurred on Friday. Volume was okay, but again, losing open interest in this situation was a little disheartening for those of us that are looking for this market to continue the move to the upside. Now, this red line up here, 45.67, is 5% off the all-time high on the continuation chart. We're almost back to the all-time high, and I'm loving that idea, that feeling that. Are we overextended to the upside? That's something to be told, and something that we may have been indicating with the loss of open interest on Friday. We're at highs we haven't seen in over a year here, according to the continuation chart. Well, that's all good, right? So, last week's high, which we put in on Friday afternoon, is going to be somewhat pivotal. The weekly kickoff level is all the way up here, and it's basically a swing high from back, I think, in April of 22, something like that. I don't really want to go back and look at that right now. But and to break this upside market state, we've got to get down here to weekly kickoff low at 43.50, which remains the low from last week. We've had to expand because we've broken out and held above the previous weekly kickoff high. Take a look at the 30-minute chart here. All right. So here was our big update on Friday. that didn't provide a lot of new business. As a matter of fact, it took care of old business, which again makes kind of sense with the fact that we've got kind of a 4-day weekend, if you will. We are open today, but it probably won't be doing much. So we'll look at where the market is. I mean, it opened here. It's currently here. There's no overnight inventory. There's no gaps, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We're in the middle of value. Patience. That's all I can say is try and stay patient today. If a trade comes to you, yes, you should take it. But if you go looking for trades today, you may get a little bit over your skis, and that's the last thing we want to happen is getting too aggressive on a situation where the market is likely not going to be aggressive. You can put yourself in a little bit of trouble that way, and we certainly don't want that. This is the profile from Friday. It's a normal variation trading day. Relatively neutral, maybe a little bit extreme as far as the volume is concerned up here. It is indicating that the market used up a lot of the opportunity to facilitate trade here on Friday. Hello. Here's the profile from Friday. It is a normal variation day, neutral stance. The market is inside the regular trading hour session from Friday, which is something that I would kind of be expecting today. So if we're looking for opportunities, I'm going to be looking at maybe overnight high, value high, maybe value low from yesterday. We've got a little bit of excess at the bottom here. Just anywhere that I can severely limit the risk would be areas that I would be looking for opportunities today. And again, after the market prep, I'm going to take care of a little business. And then, hey, it's my wife's birthday today. So we're going to spend a lot of time together. We've got some folks coming to the house tonight to hang out, and we'll be preparing for that. And then, of course, tomorrow, just do your thing. Go celebrate our independence. Here's the crude oil. So it is range bound. It is in a natural rotation from being in range. We have the market that has set kind of parameters of the extremes of the range. We go from here. We don't take it. We don't take off. We don't break out up above. The rotation is to the low of the area of balance, back to the high of the area of balance, back to the low of the area of balance. The natural rotation would take us back to the high of the area of rotation. So again, we do know that there's the OPEC meeting on Wednesday and Thursday, and that's likely to throw a horseshoe into any of our plans here. So we just have to make sure and trade what we see. Probably not going to see a lot today. We do have a market that is holding overnight inventory to the long side and is likely opening with a gap. So at least it's giving us that reference. If we can't close the gap relatively early, what do? We look for opportunities to trade in the direction of the gap, which would have us looking higher towards a complete rotation up to the upper extreme of the area of balance that we are currently in the medium time frame. Does any of this matter? Does any of this work? Only if it matters and only if it works. We've got a little bit of support here, perhaps at last week's high, which is this purple line here. But again, I don't want to be in any rush. This market is out of balance from Friday's range, so there may be a sense of urgency to trade relatively early today. But again, I'm probably not going to be doing much, if anything. Here's the TPO chart. Normal variation trading day, neutral stance. Makes sense that the market is seeking new levels to facilitate trade. It used a lot of its ability to facilitate trade here yesterday or on Friday. Makes sense that it's seeking new levels. It's all about, is it going to accept higher pricing and test that extreme high, or is it going to fail and come back into range, back into value, and continue to facilitate trade in this area? There is information coming out later on in the week from OPEC. I'm not expecting any big moves that don't include inventory adjustment in the longer time frame. In other words, I don't think we're going to do much unless we do something. This is crazy. All right. Here's the Nasdaq. So last week's weekly kickoff high remained resistance. It traded up to it, through it by 3 ticks on Friday, and then came off. Overnight, it still looks like it's a little bit resistance, like we've maybe found some sellers up here, or at the very least, buyers are no longer willing to take that step, at least at this time. Volume was pretty low on Friday. Open interest, we did add 1,200 in open interest on that push to the upside on Friday, which is better than the S&Ps were able to pull off. Here's the 30-minute chart. So there's our push to the upside. It's a P shape. It would indicate short covering, but the increase in open interest does not support that. What are we looking at this morning? Well, we got last week's high, weekly kickoff high, very close to each other. I believe that there's an ancient naked point of control up there that we've just tested. We did now put a recent high in the overnight session. Markets don't like that. They want to be able to participate at those highs during regular trading hours. But is today a normal regular trading hour day? It is not. It is not by a long shot. Overnight inventory is flat. We're in range. We're in value. Stay patient. Go have breakfast. Go for a walk. Go for a run. Go pet your dog. If there's opportunity today, make sure that it's really risk limiting. You don't want to take big risks today. This seems to me like one of those days that if I get down, I'm never getting back up. Here's the TPO chart. P shape, short covering, not supported by the increase in open interest. Overnight low, overnight high. Here's that old point of control that we were just pointing out on the 30-minute chart. And this is right up where weekly kickoff and last week's high are all right there. So you got a naked point of control. You got last week's high. You got the weekly kickoff high, all very tightly packed. This is a very important level. And it would be more important if today were a normal trading day, but unfortunately it is not. We'll see if we can find some sort of opportunity up at that level, because there's a lot of convergence of different things kind of coming across that level. Gold. So we've got, obviously a medium time frame downside market state here. We left some pretty serious excess at the bottom here on the daily chart on Thursday. Friday, what did we do? We continued the move to the upside on a little bit lower volume, but we did bring in buyers. We added 4,800 in new open interest on Friday. So the excess at the low here, the market bringing in business on the move away from that is all encouraging towards a change in market state to the upside. We're going to have to find meaningful participation above 1943, which is our current weekly kickoff high, for me to believe that that is true. Okay. That excess low, the open interest coming off of that, all encouraging for a healthy upside auction to begin, where we've already started now by putting in higher lows and higher highs. Market has, we've got a pretty decent move here off the open here at 730, 720 really is where gold opens, but the market falling flat, falling short of extending the range above the high from yesterday. It did take out our overnight high. We'll see if we can find some meaningful participation on this continuation of the upside. And I'd be looking for this market to really hold a trend line basically off of this and this and this. Let's put it on there. It looks like it's pretty solid. So yes, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 points of contact. 1, 2, 3, 4 points of contact on this trend line, which I will view as kind of important for a continuation of the current short time frame market that is moving higher with higher lows and higher highs. Pretty decent move off that so far, but again, I'm going to be patient because now I'm going to have some reference. The low down here looks pretty interesting for an opportunity. Here's the TPO chart from Friday. I think I think every market had one extreme of the initial balances, the upper or lower extreme of the regular trading hour session. We'll double check that. But a normal distribution, normal variation trading day, a little bit extreme as far as the TPO point of control is concerned. Market opening and kind of leaving the area of potential repair because it's already repaired it. We were here. Now we've been here. Now it's a matter of, do we accept above or do we reject the high from Friday? Here's the euro. Still short time frame controlled. Range still kind of remains. Just a little bit of a pullback, kind of rangy type of thing. Price is very central in the inside last week's high and low, which kind of puts me on my heels a little bit to try and stay patient. Off this low here on Friday, we lost 3,000 in open interest, which I'm a little bit shocked about. I thought maybe we'd see some new buyers coming in this situation, at least because we're getting close to the extreme low here. And let's see here. Let's take a look at the 30-minute chart. I'm kind of not feeling like trading much today. I mean, it's a holiday, it's there's not going to be a lot of participation today, and certainly, tomorrow, no markets at all. Folks are taking a 4-day weekend, and that kind of makes the information a little bit less reliable, if you ask me. I always want the most participants available to affect the market when I'm trading it. So we're probably not going to see a lot of longer time frame participation today. It's got me interested in a couple of things, but again, maybe not so much. Here's the 30-minute here for the euro. Overnight inventory was a little bit long. It is now reconciled, so our day traders didn't get the opportunity to participate in that. Back inside range and value. The only thing I can say is be patient. Look for opportunities on your extremes. Remember, auction processes die in excess, and we don't really see a whole lot of excess here, maybe a little bit there. The market is really in a kind of short time frame controlled funk. It's almost a random walk through all of these things, and the one thing that I would be looking for an opportunity from this market today would be overnight inventory adjustment, which has already happened. So again, we sit back, we relax, we remain patient, and don't feel like you have to do anything today. Yes, you are a trader, but it doesn't mean you have to do anything today. So we got our breakout of this area of balance in the 10-year. This was kind of painful to watch. We did break out to the downside. We lost 1,200 in open interest on Friday. Now, if that were a normal Friday after a breakout of that, I would be more concerned that the auction was suffering to the downside than knowing it was a Friday before basically a 4-day weekend. A lot of folks, speculators, were liquidating positions to protect themselves. Longer time frame traders were hedging to protect themselves. And there we are. So what I'm looking for, and when the participants come back, is for a little bit of continuation to the downside, which unfortunately indicates higher rates, which I think we're starting to get the sense that July may bring the FOMC meeting at the end of July might bring some higher rates. And all righty. Okay. We didn't really look at the profile here. let's take a look at that. Now, this was Friday's move to the downside, so this was good excess. This was a new auction to the downside outside of balance area. Now we're kind of in an area of balance. Friday's session was a normal variation day, the lower extreme, the upper extreme. Guess what? It was a normal day in the 10 years. In other words, the initial balance that ranged for the first hour of day remained the extreme for the entire session. So falling into balance, normal variation, kind of an extreme day. Market's likely to go looking for different areas to facilitate trade today. I don't think it's going to be very successful at it because of the lack of participation. Here's the natural gas. Still, somewhat range bound. We lost 5,100 in open interest off that low here, which I find interesting. It also could have still, I think, been a function of rollover. I think the roll ended. The expiration was possibly Friday. I don't remember, but anyways, we're still kind of range bound here inside extended trading hour range on the daily session here. What are we? We're inside the regular trading hour range. We're kind of losing our ability to use these trend lines as breakout or continuation lines. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to remove this one now. We opened with a weekend gap, but no major gap. We were in basically right where we started, so no overnight inventory, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Here's the TPO chart from Friday. A little bit of a normal variation day. IB low, kind of opening out of the value area from Friday to see if we can reach acceptance inside value that may lead price a little bit higher here, perhaps to the point of control. But again, it is in essence a 4-day weekend. So looking forward to having a little bit of time off. Again, this week, tomorrow, of course, there'll be no prep or anything. Wednesday, prep, no make hold money, no group coaching. Thursday, prep, no make hold money. Friday, the prep, and then everything goes back to normal next weekend. I see my friend Anne Marie is here with us. It's great to see you, Anne Marie. Any thoughts on seasonality, or is that something you don't consider? Well, we all know that the summer markets can sometimes kind of slow things down a little bit. And I think that I would kind of welcome that as far as the overall picture is concerned. But as far as, day trading, it's just something that you have to kind of consider and make part of your hypothesis, your preparation, right? I mean, there's still opportunities. I think they can be a little bit smaller, if you will, but there's still opportunities there. And it's great to see you, Anne Marie. Good morning, Vince. Good morning, everybody. Were we streaming? Yes. Hello. We are typically streaming every day, but not tomorrow, of course. Yes. So, today's my wife's birthday. Happy birthday, Donna. And happy birthday, USA, tomorrow. And I'm fine with closing up your platform and finding something else to do today. I get the same kind of pull to think that, I am a trader and markets are open. So I'd damn well better be doing something. But at the same time, experience tells me, some days are just not the days to get too involved. So, It is big day here, big weekend, big changes. We're hoping you're all liking them. Again, we'll be addressing all these things over time. Remember, you got Michael Patak speaking on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Said tentatively. Hopefully, he's going to be ready and available to do that. And we'll look forward to seeing how you guys like the new changes over time. Let us know. Okay. All right. Let's take our deep breath. Stay humble, grateful, creative, and centered in your trading. Don't forget, stay kind to yourself, stay kind to others. Say a prayer for peace. Have a wonderful holiday. God bless the USA. God bless each and every one of you. And I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday mornings the next time I'm going to see you for the market prep. Have a great holiday, my futures family, my team Top Step. Blessings to you all. Either get out there and profit or turn off your platform today, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Blessings.